Hi everyone, this is Middle Ages Gaming, and I hope you are all doing okay. I will be reviewing a game I have been putting off for as long as I can remember, not ever believing that this will be a game I would enjoy. However, it has proven to be a great surprise, and as this channel is about finding the fun in today's mostly cynical gaming environment, in new or older titles, this is one I can add to the list of worthy of your time. This game is hailed as a classic, and I thought that it was about time I see what all the fuss is about. For a bit of background, this genre is not my usual taste, seedy vampire horror, but after playing through the first act, I could already see the charm in this world and its characters. It is not surprising that the city hubs are small, as it is a game of its time, being released in 2004. And I liked it as it was quick and easy to find your way around without unnecessary travel. At the same time, the various paths and options to enter areas were not lacking and gave me the feeling of a Deus Ex game. There will be a bit of loading in and out of buildings and between hubs, which is to be expected for a game of this era, but I never felt that it was overly distracting. The atmosphere is also spot on, moving through this world, although there are a few settings where it is just a bombastic kill zone and it loses its atmosphere a bit. These were the sections I enjoyed the least, and there are a few levels like this towards the latter end of the game, where it can become a murder spree instead of some clever sneaking, hacking or puzzle solving. The same goes for the general look and feel of the game, and I found myself immersed in the hubs of Hollywood, downtown and the like. Some viewpoints also had some impressive backdrops to enjoy. The facial animations in NPC dialogues were also pretty good, and I did not find myself distracted by terrible animations. The story is engaging throughout as you unearth what has just happened to you and what this new world you just entered is all about. I did find that it started to drag a bit towards the finale, with also a bit of a downturn in momentum in the last quarter of the game. But you will be so invested at this point that you will see it through to the end. Playing as a silent protagonist, you can roleplay your character, and the supporting cast and NPCs are all fun and interesting. This game has tons of replay value by playing a different class of vampire with their varied abilities and lore, and they are all quite unique, with the Nosferatu probably the most interesting in how it affects gameplay. The different choices you make in dialogue, siding with factions and so on, also makes this a true RPG, as it has consequences in the game world and how the story plays out. The gameplay is surprisingly fun for an older title. It was not nearly as clunky as I expected, and I enjoyed it using the varied abilities and even gunplay to progress through the levels. Playing as a Tremere as my first playthrough, which is not a melee strong class, I managed most areas even into the late game with melee to conserve ammo, which showed good balance and viability for whichever class you choose. On more than one occasion, I accidentally found out the appropriate use of some powers and realized that experimentation is a big part of getting the most out of the game. Playing to each class's strength will of course be more optimal in progression when choosing your upgrades, but you will not be limited if you decided to do something slightly different. This is all the more impressive in that as a whole, I did not feel like I was playing a dated game in 2022. The end drags on a bit, but the climactic battle is satisfying when you get to it. The various endings concludes what is an enjoyable adventure, and as the credits roll, one can't help but crack a smile. I clocked in at about 25 hours in my first playthrough, doing a good deal of side quest for the extra XP and bonuses, but by no means exhausting all the quests and options. If you are stretched for time, you can easily jump in and out for a session to progress the story or complete some side quest without dedicating too much time in one sitting, and before you know, you will have made some good progress. Bloodlines 2, which has been delayed indefinitely at this point, has a lot to live up to, and it will take a lot more than updated graphics and more streamlined gameplay to achieve any approximation of what the first title has achieved with its cult following. Here is to hoping they will do the follow-up justice. As a side note, this is my first game overview, which I hope will be helpful for some of you. My aim is to find the fun in gaming with the little free time we all have, and hopefully this channel will help you decide which titles might be worthy of your time and give an idea how much time a title might require of you. I try to keep the overviews short, but with enough substance to help you make decisions. Feel free to share some of your gaming adventures in the comments below for me to explore. Till next time, stay safe and live free.